eaten, was he? Suppose there's a lesson to be learned in all of this. He who attempts to fight nature will get eaten. Sounded much more poignant in my head. Apologies.
I remind you that any unauthorized behavior will be rewarded with a one-way trip to the grinder.
Efficient. I respect that. The last medicine shipment was being delivered by boat, but we lost contact. Find it, please. But Hyperion doesn't like it when we leave our homes.
Roadkill!
Appreciate it.
Screw you! You can bring me medicine all day. It don't make you less of a skag, sucker!
Sorry about Dave. He's we try not to talk to him. Return to me for your agreed-upon reward.
Overlook residents, you're welcome.
If I had 10 people like you, this town would be running like clockwork. Now that our brains aren't going to rot from the inside, let's move on to point 2 on my agenda. Revolt. If we are to shake off Hyperion control, the town will need a shield like sanctuaries to protect it from moonshot blitzes. If you could donate some shields to the town, I could scavenge them and build us a shield. Just drop whatever shields you no longer want into the grinder.
I'm legally obligated to tell you.
A note to all Hyperion custodial bots. Please shut down the grinder before attempting to clean its gear.
Yes, just like that. A few more shields and I'll be able to build us a defense shield out of the parts. I was a computer engineer before Overlook's old administrator died and left me in charge.
Karima, you can't make us no techie shieldy thing. You's a woman. Now, if the town needs someone to make us a big old sandwich, then we call you.
Your feedback is appreciated, David. Thanks for the gear, Stranger. We're ready to build the shield now. Grab the scrap and bring it to me.
Overlook has once again inched out Jackville for fewest weekly curfew violations. For the next week, the grinder will only be used for egregious felonies.
Y'all's just gonna blow yourselves up. Better quit now.
Thank you for your input, Dave. Overlook's shield is finished, and I would very much like your help testing it. Head to the Hyperion outpost nearby and get to the mortar cannon on the launch pad.
Hey, Karima, you know what's even better than having a working shield? Not being a woman.
Oh my god, shut up, Dave.
Tory tickets will be sent to each household next month.
Who's that skag-sucking moron up by the cannon?
Please ignore Dave and aim the cannon 55 degrees port-bound, 86 degrees skyloft. We'll need Overlook to sustain a direct hit from the mortar to test the shield. Now, fire the cannon.
Karima, don't feel bad. Jack is the husband of the grinder. Well, I'll bet you if you asked nicely.
Now, let's try that with the shield on. Please fire the cannon again. Most efficient. The shield works. Overlook is safe and no Dave. This is truly a happy day. Return to me at your earliest convenience. You know my favorite thing about Dave?
Proud to announce
He
the
stood.
size of your bi-yearly medicine shipment has doubled. Congratulations on your second bottle of aspirin.
On the clock, boys! Sign up to fight with it, bandit!
That wasn't so difficult.
The same questions occurred to me today as I was pinning a disemboweled skag to my front door to dissuade others from approaching it. What does Jack want with the vault key? Was the key simply charging the entire time I possessed it before Jack crowbarred it from my bloody hands? Was it waiting to unleash its alien powers on Pandora to make Iridium appear from the very ground? Was it preparing itself to unlock even more alien ruins? I will delve deeper into this question after I soundproof the walls of my home, that I may be spared the incessant laughter and joviality of Sanctuary's citizens. I have uncovered legends of an ancient alien warrior. The legends tell of a magical key that can bring it back to life. If my hypotheses are correct, which they always are, the legends may be speaking of the vault key. Also, a young man told me I was pretty on my way back from the grocer's. My reaction was surprisingly tame. I only spent the next 3 hours dry heaving into a bucket.
I had a conversation with another human being. Granted, it was only a conversation inasmuch as my grunts of social terror could be taken as human speech, but Roland did not seem to mind. He asked me why Jack hasn't revived the warrior yet, if he has the key. I conveyed that the key needed to be charged by iridium, hence Jack's mining operations. He nodded and silently wiped the streams of my saliva from his face. I returned home, confused not only at his lack of disgust toward my behavior, but my lack of disgust toward him. For the first time, I felt as if I could actually live in Sanctuary. For the first time, I feel as if I might be okay.
Material I compiled after opening the vault those 5 long years ago. In a fit of spastic paranoia, I did not write down the locations to the information. Find it for me and be handsomely... Oh, were you expecting me to say handsomely rewarded?
I've been relocated to Sanctuary against everyone's better judgment. Not my own, mind you. I never wanted to be here. I was perfectly content to live out my days in a non-standard living arrangement with 2 ceiling chairs I met at a bar fight. Oh, they're adorable. They barely speak any English. And if you have to ask what a ceiling chair is, I pity the life you've wasted. I should discuss the scroll-elephant in the room. The reason for my relocation was an elongated and systematically unpleasant torture at the hands of Jack's cronies. Roland and his well-defined pectoral muscles were kind enough to entrust the vault key with me after the awakening of the Destroyer, not to be confused with the Warrior. Seriously, those sound nothing alike. Oh, right, torture. I asked nicely on several occasions to take proper precautions against bacteria on the instruments, but it fell upon idiotic ears. As they cut into my flesh over and over, I would fade in and out of consciousness and whisper to the ceiling chairs that it was going to be okay. Clork was afraid at first. His 4 legs trembled against the cold ceiling, but he knew he had to be strong for me. What was I doing? Then they went to work on his brother, Philippe. Philippe. Philippe was so brave. He was so brave for me when the rotary saws began to ply his legs from his body. Clork cried out for his brother, even when one of the torturers inadvertently sat on him and muffled his cries. The last thing Philippe said before he passed on to the great wooden beyond was, "I love you, Patty. I love you." And then he was gone. It's lonely here in Sanctuary. Sure, Clork prattles around on the ceiling, but it's hardly the same. Jack has taken so much from me. Jack has taken the only happiness I've ever had in his asinine quest for the warrior and more power. Revenge is as pointless as music, but on this occasion, I will allow myself the revenge. I will allow myself to aid in his downfall. Mark my words, Jack. You're going to die.
chronicles of my torture. I shall warm up some cold cocoa and listen to these again.
Dunks do one of these races every so often. I want you to place them charges on the fireworks they leave around the track. When they set off the fireworks, it'll make for some proper violence.
Hey, what you doing down there? Double checking all the fireworks? That's cool, man. I already done that. Thanks, though!
Now that the dynamite's ready, head up to where the Hodunks got their pyrotech set up. It'll be a great place to watch the destruction. Kill that pyrotech. No witnesses.
Dang, dang, dude. What are you doing up here? Come to listen when I set off those fireworks? Man, when those dudes drive by and are all like, "Meow," when I hit the fireworks, it's like kaboosh! And the ladies are all like, "Yeah, it just never gets better than that." Except that one time I tied two cats together and used them like a skipping rope. Blood and fur everywhere.
It's race time, Hoducks! 3, 2, 1, Bone River!
The race is starting. Blow the dynamite once the cars reach him.
The cars have just hit the roundabout! I can hardly believe my eyes! Keep your eyes on the bridge, racing fans! You're about to see some sweet-ass jumps! The cars have almost reached the fireworks! Prepare for awesome!
They busted some of the cars. Now get down there and finish off the rest.
Good job, sweetheart. I saw those explosions from here. Get back to my garage and we'll see if we can't help those Hodunks get some revenge for their messed up racetrack. between the two clans.
Very
You're gonna be the
valuable
last man
armaments over
standing
here.
with a
Stay away
fistful of
before
dollars.
we get blasted.
Yo, Timbo.
This is a planet-wide echo requesting strong, loyal soldiers who don't ask too many questions. Help the Hodunk family defeat the Zephyr Cusshounds!
I want you to go out there and get it with a beat now.
Pa wants your help waging war on those puke green Zephyrs.
You're gonna clean out their cash stash for us. We got a dead drop out in the Highlands with all the details. Go get it!
Get away from the caravan!
The Zephyrd's got a secret cash stash around here, but we ain't sure where. Their bagman leaves the Zephyr bar every so often. Paul wants you to tail him to the stash, then rob the place. But don't get too close to him. That there's the bagman.
Don't you do that, Mom.
You let him spot you! You'll never get in the stash now!
Holy God, a Vault Hunter!
A stag ate my brother.
The Zephyrd's got a secret cash stash around here, but we ain't sure where. Their bagman leaves the Zephyr bar every so often. Paul wants you to tail him to the stash, then rob the place. But don't get too close to him. That there's the bagman. Follow him to the cash stash, but don't get too close. Keep your distance.
Greenfields and ginger ale, I've been followed.
Don't you do that, Mom.
You let him spot you! You'll never get in the stash now!
Big picture. Big picture. Big picture.
The Zephyrd's got a secret cash stash around here, but we ain't sure where. Their bagman leaves the Zephyr bar every so often.
Oh,
Paul
God,
wants you to
it's a
tail
Vault
him to the
Hunter.
stash, then rob the place. But don't get too close to him. That there's the bagman. Follow him to the cash stash, but don't get too close. Don't get so close, man.
Bloody Hodunk's been trying to kill us for years. Kept saying that Scooter fella who killed Lucky ain't part of their family anymore. But we know the real truth, don't we, voice in me head? Ha! Good joke, voice in me head. You always know just what to say. Am I being followed? Nah, impossible. possible. Just a few more years of making these trips to the cash stash and maybe Pop will finally love me. I'm a much better son than Lucky. I'm sprightly, I'm more talkative, and I wasn't buried alive in a shallow grave. One of my best qualities, that is. I agree, voice in me head. Nearly to the cash stash now. I can't wait to get inside and not be ambushed. That's my favorite part of these trips, really. Not getting followed and ambushed. Is anybody there? Suppose not.
Woohoo! Baby, that's the cash! Wax that bagman and take what they got.
Listen, Pandora, they're up.
It's a badass!
Paul says you can open all them cash boxes now that you got the bagman's key.
Stash, huh? That's great. I hear they're planning something pretty ugly to get back at those hodunks. Thanks for helping me out with this, by the way. My ma always says I wouldn't survive an all-out clan war between these idiots. I guess part of me wanted to prove her wrong.
I want to go back to Firestone. enough of this.
Where's the chest, Carson?
Another!
It sounded like some Hyperion screw trying to pump me for info. Didn't it sound like that, brother?
Sure did, brother. Why don't you...
Mavis, no! Gettle's after the treasure, too? Crap. He's a Hyperion goon, more bent than a boomerang. He probably took Carson to the Hyperion friendship gulag.
Go to hell!
Break us out of here if I tell you, right, Mowgli?
Of course. I'm your pal, Carson. Now where's that chest?
The flats, buried under a grave. So when do we bust out of here? Carson's dead? No surprises there. I heard of that Mowgli guy. Small-time bandit. Dangerous. Watch yourself.
Hi, this is Scooter's Catch a Ride. Hit the gas, tear us the van. That sounds like a city.
I'm telling you, boss, and that's fine if you think about it. You know me now and now, fine. But the ring, and you come in here with a long something, it's a level.
I got another job for you, boyo. Meet with my man out in the dust. He'll give you the details. Killed my boy. The Hodunk sent some hick to track my boy Peter to our cash stash, and then they murdered him like an animal. Never hurt a soul, he didn't. There's only one thing to do. Burn their trailers to the ground. Do it after sundown. I want to see their flaming homes burning against the midnight sky. Get going. Get the gas tanks open, then hit him with the fire weapon. This may seem brutal, but the Hodunk started this. Now hit the tank with the fire weapon. Regular bullets will just bounce off.